For those of you who are struggling with mental health and you're looking for people to support you on your journey, I'd like to dis- I'd like to make a distinction between three types of people who I've met on my journey, and I'm gonna comment on how helpful each type of person tends to be. So the first kind of person believes that everyone needs to figure everything out by themselves. They're often uncomfortable with emotions, especially negative emotions, and they get overwhelmed easily. They tell you to tough things out, to fake it and make it, maybe, and they often can be very judgmental too. And the reality is they probably need to take care of themselves uh, and grow before they have the capacity for you. Um, and what's sad is that they can often be family members or your partner or people who are very close to you, and they might be the people you want support from the most, who you want comfort from the most, but reality is they don't enjoy supporting. And it would be a lot to ask of them. So, uh, so yeah, that's type, type one, the unhelpful person. Then there's type two, who has the best intentions, wants to help you out, but actually, makes you feel worse when they're trying to help you. Um, and this may come from, asking questions that have you think too much about your problem, too much about childhood trauma and whatnot. Sometimes even therapists will do that by accident. Like they just make you feel worse during therapy and after therapy because all of this stuff is triggered, rather than having you focus on, okay, what do you want to build, right? Like, yeah, there's a lack of balance. So they may end up doing that, or they may give you a bunch of advice. They may give you, like, overload you with advice that may not be relevant, and kind of has you thinking, yo, does this person really believe in my ability to figure this out, and do they even understand the problem, right? I've tried that already, so there's that kind of person too. And they may be judgmental, and they may tell you to tough it out, so a little bit like the first kind of person. So these people, they may be good people, right? They just may be unskilled at really helping and supporting. I wouldn't blame them, because it's not like we get preliminary mental health training when we're in school. Is something that some people choose to do, if they feel is a good investment of their time. And then we go get to the third kind of person. The third kind of person is believing that none of us can really handle all our mental health challenges alone. And while certainly there's a lot of benefit to looking inside yourself for answers, and I think that is a crucial part of recovery too. Um, you know, it's this third kind of person who has that outside perspective of, what value you add to the world, and what are your positive aspects, and they can even provide hope, like a light at the end of the tunnel, if they've dealt with something that you've dealt with before, and all you need is someone to tell you, they understand, right? That you're not crazy, right? Because crazy is such an isolating word, but people who actually get you and acknowledge that, yes, this is a part of a normal human experience, whatever normal is, right? But these people, you know, believe that we are much better off when we do depend on each other a little bit. When we do, well, not necessarily depend on each other, but like, you know, involve each other to help out in parts of our lives, because reality is we all have different strengths and weaknesses, and a lot of times we don't see our own blind spots, but someone else can find them and be like, oh, you know, you're actually, for instance, I had a friend tell me, hey, Lilia, you're beating yourself up for beating yourself up, right? And I'm like, I did not know that, thank you. Right? So people who can catch that can be very helpful, and they often enjoy supporting others. Yeah, you'd much rather ask someone who enjoys helping you rather than someone who is going to be resentful. Like, gosh, what kind of energy? It's like, oh yeah, you know, maybe I really am a burden because this person doesn't like helping me out, but actually this other kind of person is like, yeah, you know, I see the value in helping out. I know how to help you out, and I feel good helping you out. All right, cool. Let them help out, right? It's a big boost in their self-confidence as well. Helps them take their mind off of their depression, their anxiety, addiction, problem, whatnot, right? So, yeah, like, you know, and the thing is, when you know, when you do allow them to help you and raise you up, you eventually have more to give others too. So it's not like it's ever gonna be, you know, I take from you and that's it kind of game, right? Yeah, it's in hope that, you know, even if you're the only person who ends up being helped at the end of the day through all this, it's still, you know, it still helps the other person see that, wow, you know, I was able to make a difference today. I matter, right? So yeah, that's my spiel on the 3 different kinds of people to ask for support. I definitely would recommend finding the 3rd type of people if you're surrounded by unsupportive people. That that does not by any means mean that the 3rd kind of person isn't out there for you. But yeah, yeah, kudos, thanks for watching this video, and yeah, let me know if you'd like to know any resources, you know, or communities where you can find that 3rd type of person. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.